Bonjour classe, bienvenue à la quatrième semaine. Pour cette semaine, you guys will be using this unit's vocabulary and your notes to practice reading, speaking, listening, and writing activities. So with this in mind, I would like to talk a little bit about unit notes. Unit notes are not meant to be a crutch for you guys. They are meant to help you learn, and they show you guys what I expect you to know by the end of the unit. So next week we will actually be having our first unit exam. You will not be allowed to use your notes or of course any web pages or any other materials on the exam, and I will tell you a little bit more about the exam later on in this video. But on the subject of notes, these are for you guys to fill in as we go along and then study. I do allow you guys to use them on practice activities and quizzes. However, I encourage you guys very strongly to try to study the notes and to, regarding, say, the quizzes on weather. So you would study weather vocab and then you would take your first attempt at that quiz. You guys do have multiple attempts and multiple chances. So if you do poorly the first time, then you can study your notes again and try again. I do not mean for the unit notes to be just like I give you guys a quiz and you just look at your notes, fill in the answer. So I want to make this clear for the rest of the year. I know we're still getting used to the course and everything, but from now on, please use unit notes to help guide you and to help you guys study. Maybe make flashcards from these unit notes, but do not use them solely as a way to complete activities, because you will not learn this way. You will just learn how to look at a piece of paper and then fill in the answer. So please use these to study and practice. One more time, you guys are not allowed to use unit notes on the unit exam next week. So for the unit exam next week, first of all, it is a timed exam. You guys will have 45 minutes. You cannot start it and then pause and then one day later or go home, restart the quiz or exam. Désolé. L'examen. C'est the French word for exam, c'est l'examen. So you guys cannot begin it and then pause and finish it later. You have one chance, because once you've started the exam, you guys have seen the material for the exam. So it's 45 minutes, it is timed, and you will need to, there will be exercises that, there will be exercises for you guys to practice your reading, your writing, your listening, and speaking. So listening would be me talking, an audio recording, and you guys would have to answer a question. Speaking, I would give you guys a prompt and you will have to answer it in French, recording yourself. Again, I'll talk more about the exam next week because it's not expected that you complete it right away on Monday. You do have time to practice and prepare yourself. You will also have a couple activities. But I just wanted to let you guys know this week so you guys can start going back. A few great things to review would be your when I present you guys with vocabulary and I give you the spoken pronunciation. This would be one great thing to review, because then you guys are going to be practicing the vocab and practicing how it sounds, the pronunciation. And then another great thing is all the practice activities that I provide you guys with. I really, really encourage you guys to use those practice activities. I can't be there to stand over your shoulder and make sure that you're doing those activities. I give those to you guys because I want you to be able to learn and practice. Same reason that I give you guys the notes is because I want to help you guys learn. So, yes, so a little more about the exam. If you guys don't use accents for the first exam, that's totally fine. And just so you know, the one website that you guys can have open is FrenchTypeIt.org, and I'll provide you guys with that website again. So this will give you guys accents, but I will be able to tell if you guys use a translator, and you'll receive a 0. And assessments are 35% of your guys' overall grade. So the unit exams are a pretty huge chunk of your grade. So make sure that you're actually learning the information and that you're ready. And again, don't use the translator because getting anything above a 0 is better than a 0, right? So I can tell by the formatting, I can tell by a lot of different ways if you are using a translator, and on exams, I'm not lenient with this at all. So if I see that you have used a translator, you're going to get a 0. So that will be due on Sunday, September 21st. So for cette semaine, for this week, we will be working on understanding tu versus vous, so formal versus informal, which we've already had a little bit of exposure to. And we will focus on getting ready for that exam next week. Again, next week I do give you guys a few activities and a few practice activities to get you ready for the exam before you take it. Different ways that you are reviewing. You guys are going to be completing a couple reading comprehension activities, and you will have one more discussion. You guys are going to be like, we already did this. So you're presenting yourself again, but it's in a different way. It's using the vocab that we've learned in order to practice and help prepare you guys for the exam. And then you guys will be completing more activities having to do with weather. Well, just one activity. No, les deux. Deux activités. Oui. Et ensuite, la dernière chose, the last thing, is you guys will be completing l'écriture. So this is where I just want you guys to free write, and you guys will do this multiple times throughout the semester. And when you do this, I do not grade you based on competency. So if you have words spelled wrong, sentences that don't make any sense, that's totally fine. This is just a practice activity to get you guys to gauge your progress throughout the semester and to get you guys writing in French some. So make sure to read those instructions carefully, and as always, sorry this video is getting long, as always, please come to me with any questions, any concerns, if you need anything at all. My contact info is again in the update and in course information and resources. So, on our way. S'il vous plaît, une fois plus, one more time, let me know if you have any questions or concerns about the information that I have told you guys in this video. Alors, bonne chance et bonne semaine.